Hey FlossTube, it's Leslie with Fat Cat Flossing, back for another quick video because I got lots of things going on, but I wanted to take a few minutes and try to stay on my schedule for Thursday or Friday of the week. So I'm back. Today is Thursday, May 24th, and hi, says Fairy. This is Fairy. She's a little stink pot. Anyway, today is a great day. It's a beautiful day outside. Today is also my hubby's 45th birthday. So we've been to Chester, which is a little town about 25 miles from here, and it's literally a wide spot in the road. But there is this little place there called the Chester Country Cafe, and they have the best fried chicken you will ever eat in your life. So that's what he wanted to do for his birthday lunch, so that's where we went. And we had a great lunch with my in-laws, and it's such a little town. Everybody that eats there knows everybody else, so it's always nice to see folks there. But anyway, not a whole lot else going on. I am leaving tomorrow around noon to go to Oklahoma City for a couple of days. I'll be there until Sunday evening because there's a cat show going, and Fairy is going to go compete in her first adult show. So when I get done with this, I have to bathe a kitty, which is always just tons of fun. Anyway, that's next on my agenda. Don't you envy me? Anyway, we had our lightning quick trip to Cincinnati and back last weekend. We drove up and we took the long route up through Memphis and Nashville, Louisville, Cincinnati. And while in Cincinnati, well, on the way to Cincinnati, it was a long trip. We were in the car for 17 hours on Saturday, which is longer than what is any fun. We got stuck at a dead stop for 2 hours in Tennessee behind some road construction. So that kind of took the wind out of our sails a little bit. But when we actually made it to Cinci, we got to have dinner with Pam and Steph. And it was awesome. They were just the nicest, kindest, most fun people you would ever want to meet, just like they are on their YouTube channel. I am here to tell you they are just awesome. I had the best time. I wish we could have visited with them for days instead of just the hour that we were able to stop and have dinner with them. But we had to get on to my friend's house in Dayton, which is about an hour north of Cinci, at a reasonable hour, and we'd been on the road a long time. So, but I did get to meet them, and they were just awesome. And I am not smart enough to figure out how to insert a photo, but Pam and Steph inserted a photo on their video. So if you haven't watched them, go watch them and see, and give them some extra love, because this week is their first year, 1 year, FlossTube anniversary. Isn't that awesome? Congratulations to them. Meeting them really just made my weekend. So we left there and we went to my friend's house to pick up my cat. And she's still round, no kittens yet. And now I'm hoping she stays around until I get home from Oklahoma City. Because Steve's awesome, but he ain't birthing no babies. He will be real unexcited about that. So we're going to cross our fingers and hope she stays around until I get home. But anyway, I have not yet heard from the winner of my 1,000 subscriber giveaway, and that person is Sarah Lou Stitches. Sarah Lou, if you're watching, please get in touch with me. I commented on your comment on the video from a couple weeks ago, and all of my contact information will be in the show notes again this week. So please give me a holler. You can Facebook me, Instagram me, email me, whatever works for you. Just get in touch so I can find out what project bag you'd like to have and get it made and get it and the goodies sent off to you. If I don't, let's see, today is May 24th. 2 weeks would be, let's see, I announced this on Tuesday. So 2 weeks would be May 5th. I'll probably do a video around, June 5th. I'll probably do a video around June 7th or 8th. If I have not heard from you by the 7th or the 8th, whenever that next video, or 2 videos from now goes up, if I haven't heard from you by then we'll redraw names and give that prize to somebody else. So get in touch. Don't miss out. I did not get as much. We were in the car. Sorry, I'm still tired. Can you tell? We were in the car for 31 out of 37 of the hours that we were gone. 17 hours on Saturday, 14 hours on Sunday. It was a killer trip. I am still tired. And my husband did all the driving. So God bless him. He's still whipped too. But I'm glad he went along, because it would have been no fun to do by myself. And I wish I had been able to go and visit Keepsakes, but it was after 5, probably 6 or 6:30 by the time we got into Cinci. So, and we left here at 4:15 a.m. Yeah, rolled out of my driveway. Well, 4:18 a.m. we rolled out of our driveway. It was a long day. And then we got up at 2:30 and came back. But Velvy's okay. That's what counts. But anyway, I did get a little bit of stitching done on the way up on Saturday. I started Welcome Spring by Brenda Gervais. And I think this is very cute. I just love this robin here. And the sheep, of course. And then those eggs are such a pretty blue. And, oh, excuse me, my nose is itching like crazy. I'm doing this on I'm pretty sure this is a 32 count cream even weave. And this is what I got done. Let's see if this makes it better. And this is, I think it's Weeks Seafoam with the lights. It's afternoon and my office doesn't get great afternoon sunlight. So anyway, this is, I think Weeks Seafoam, I believe is the color. And it's just a really, really pretty color. And I'm taking this along with me to Oklahoma City. I'm clerking both days at the show, so I won't get anything done during show hours. But if I have some downtime in my hotel room, I will probably be working on this, I hope, because I love it. So that's that one. And then on Sunday, I stitched on some things that I had going on, but I had forgotten to make a working copy of the little mystery sampler from Lizzie Kate, and I didn't want to mess up my pattern messing with it in the car. So I didn't start anything new on Sunday. So I just worked on what I had going on. And then on Monday evening, before I passed out and died, I started Liberty Lane from Cottage Needleworks. And I've got most, I can't remember to pick this up and put it behind it, can I? I've got most of that first little house done. And this is 1/2 on, this is a 32 count. I think it's light mocha. It's whatever, it's either the recommended or whatever my LNS in Little Rock had that was closest to the recommended, which was light mocha, although I'm doing it on a 32 instead of a 28 count. So, and on all of these, I'm using, if I have the recommended fancy floss, if I have the recommended colors, that's what I'm using. Whatever I didn't have the recommended threads for, I either used pulled first from my Victorian Motto threads, if I found something in there that I thought would fit in, or from my DNC collection. So they're all kind of a mix of whatever I had. I didn't buy a whole lot of new threads for stuff. And that probably is the end of my Maynia start, since I'm going to be gone this weekend. If I get something else started early next week before May runs out, I'll let y'all know, but I'm guessing that's probably the end of my Maynia. I just kind of ran out of steam. I needed to see some progress instead of something new all the time. But I've got stuff kitted up, which is awesome, because I don't like the kitting process. I don't like picking out the linen and dragging through and looking all through all the threads and cutting and serging and all that. You know, the kitten part, I don't think that's any fun. I like the stitching part. And I like when I see progress. So that's made Maynia a little bit challenging for me, because I found it hard to leave things at a point where I couldn't tell what was going on, basically. So I really like seeing the picture emerge. So anyway, I may do it again, I may not. But the good news is I have a whole bunch of that stuff kitted up and ready to go. So when I do want a new start, I've got, I don't know, probably 10 or 12 things still stuck in my box. I can just pull out a bag and go. So the rest of this week, I have worked on stuff I had already started for Maynia. And I have been doing the Sal on Sally Spencer from Birds of a Feather with Michelle Bendy, who has already finished hers. And let's see, Susie Reno, Lori from Mischievous Stitches, Donna Ray Barrow from Flannel Jammies Farm, and Lynette from Homesteading on the Homefront. I think Lynette has also finished hers. You guys are some speedy stitchers is all I got to say. But I have worked a little bit more on Sally. And I've got, a row and a half of letters done and a little bit of a start on that vine coming up the left side. And I love this pattern. Love it. But those letters are really deceptive. They take much longer than what I would have assumed they were going to take. So it is taking me longer to do this than what I thought, just having looked at the pattern, but I really am enjoying it. And that's kind of been my go-to piece to stitch on. Well, that and Liberty Lane. I've really been enjoying Liberty Lane too. On the way back on Sunday, when we were brain dead from having been in the car for, hours and hours and hours and hours. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I did stitch a little bit on a couple of other things. One of which was Sweetest Home. Also from Country Cottage Needleworks. And I got about twice as much done on the B-skep as what I had done before we left. I just had like these couple of top layers done before. Leave that alone, please. And this is with, I think most of these are the recommended fancy flosses and a couple of DMCs on, this is not the call for linen, but the call for linen was also a light green. So this is a close analog to that. This is a Zweigart, I think mint green is the name of it. It's a 28 count. And then the last thing I worked on Sunday a little bit on the way home was Mademoiselle Rose from Jardin Prive. And this is the chart that Michelle Bendy was kind enough to share with me. And Rose now has not only a torso, but most of a right arm. That's what I got done on Sunday. We were really tired. We got like 3 hours of sleep Saturday night. And I was having a hard time staying awake, and I needed to be awake to make sure Steve stayed awake since he was driving. So not for all that downtime that I should have had in the car, there was not much stitching accomplished. Oh, and Mademoiselle Rose is done on a 28 count lavender mist linen. I don't remember who the maker of this was, but it is called Lavender Mist, and it's a 28 count. And that's all the stitching I got done. Bummer, huh? Has not been a productive week for me. I don't have any haul, which is good, really. I mean, I love haul. Who doesn't love haul? But I need to curb my spending, so I didn't have any haul, which is a good thing. Oh, Fairy's here to say hi again. She's loving me now. She will be loving me a lot less in a little bit when we go get all soaked up. A wet cat is not a happy cat as a rule. But anyway, my plans are I'll be leaving around noon tomorrow to go to the cat show. Steve is staying home and manning the home fires. I'll keep stitching on my stuff that I've got started. I have some project bags ordered, and if you are interested in a project bag, I'm not going to pull out all the material here because I'm a little pressed for time, but I will do that, try to do a kind of review of what fabrics I've got handy next week. I do have more of the lavender bird. I do have more of the llama. I have more of the dog and the patriotic dog in the truck and the patriotic mailboxes. And I've got a couple of Christmas and a couple of Halloween prints and then a bunch of other stuff. So if you're interested in something, you can contact me either via Facebook or Instagram. And the bags are $35 plus $4 for shipping. And I try to get them made and out to you within a couple of days. So if you're interested in a bag, just let me know. I enjoy making them. They're fun to do. So other than that, my plans are to just keep on keeping on, get my stuff done, go see my friends at the cat show this weekend. Hope Fairy gets a title so she can be a champion kitty. She's only been shown as a kitten, and anything that they win as kittens doesn't translate into adult titles. So here's hoping she does something. I think she will. She's a very nice, typey Berman. Her's a pretty girl. Judges are not frequently in love with torties, which will make her row a little harder to hope, but she's sweet and she's very pretty. So I'm hoping she does well. But anyway, y'all think good thoughts for my fairy cat. Y'all think good thoughts for me on the road. I'm thinking good thoughts for all of y'all. I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend and happy Memorial Day and just a blessed and wonderful time. I will talk to you guys soon. Happy stitching. Bye-bye, y'all. God bless.